Hey guys, it's Carrie, and I wanted to welcome you to our Impact Nation Fitness Crew team hangout tonight. It is Monday, June 23rd, and most of us are just getting back from Summit, which was really an amazing experience. It is every year, but every year I personally get something different out of it, and I'm looking for something for you guys as well. Give me one second. Mountain Summit. I was looking for. I had something set up for you guys. I wanted to show you. Okay, let me start there. Okay, to go over the new things. Okay, let me go back over here. So a lot of us are coming back from Summit. I've been up since 1:45 in the morning, Vegas time. A little tired, but that means I'll sleep really well tonight. I'm going to share just a few things from Summit. It would be impossible for me to share everything in this call with everything else I want to touch base with you on as well, but there'll be some information in your online office as well that's going to be helpful. So I have a Charlie horse in my foot. Sorry. Okay. First off, we're going to talk about 4 things tonight. One of them is going to be our new Diamond Accountability Group, okay? And that's going to be for diamonds, current diamonds, and those that desire diamond at all, period. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the specifics of that in a second. Second thing is Team Cup, and also the promos that are happening for you that's going to make Team Cup so much more simpler for you. I love how our company just really has our back, and you guys are going to absolutely love these things. And I want to talk a little bit about our team integrity, which is fantastic, and for those new coaches that might not be sure what to do if they happen to have a person asked to switch coaches, or if they have a friend or family member that maybe already has a coach and they want you to be their coach. How do you do that? So I'm going to share some things with you guys about that as well. And you'll notice that I did not have our team recognition up this week. Just with Summit, it was crazy. So when we do team recognition this week, it's going to be a combination of last week's volume points that you had and this week. So they're going to be combined together for us to do our top coach shout outs for you guys. Okay? I want to go over some. I'm going to sit there, comfy. I'm super comfy now. Okay. I want to go over some of the new things that we have for you guys. The first thing you guys might already be aware of is the PIO Challenge Pack. Hold on one second. Jake, you drop it. He thinks I can't see him grab stuff off the table. Now you leave it. Now he won't look at me. Okay. The PIO Challenge Pack, which normally is going to be $160 plus tax, is on intro pricing of only $140. So you and your clients are getting the full PIO program that includes 8 workouts plus a freebie DVD. Also a whole month supply of Shakeology for only $140. Also includes a free upgrade to Coach if you guys happen to have some clients that are using Shakeology on a regular basis, or are going to be using a number of products that they want the 25% discount on, or you may have clients that are absolutely ready to share our products with others because of how they feel and the results that they're receiving, and the fact that they're probably sharing it already. Now, I don't know, one other thing too, the 21-Day Fix Challenge Pack. There's a Challenge Pack promotion on the Spanish version of the 21-Day Fix. That's normally going to be $160 as well, like the regular 21-Day Fix Challenge Pack is. But the Spanish version is the first program to come in the full Spanish, so that really people that do speak Spanish frequently can actually have a little bit easier time going through the program. So that was welcomed very well at Summit by everybody, and of course we have intro pricing for that too at only $140. So there's a great savings there. Now you guys may have heard about or you might have heard of the 3-day cleanse that we do with Shakeology. However, Isabel Deichler, which is the co-creator of Shakeology as well with Darren O'Lean, she had said if she had known that people were using this as a cleanse, they would have created one that was better to give us more protein, more fiber, things that we need. So what did they do? They created it. So enter the 3-day refresh that they now offer. which is you basically end up with a Shakeology a day, and it's all vegan. So you're getting, I believe, a vegan flavor of the Shakeology. So 3 packets of Shakeology in there, 3 packets of their Vanilla Refresh, which is more of a vanilla, sweeter flavor from what I'm hearing from the Vanilla Shakeology, but it's a powder form, and then you're going to mix it, I believe, with water as well, and you have that at a certain time and day. And there's also some fiber that you're going to have as well included in there. Now, that is normally, I believe, $59.95, but we have a challenge pack promotion with that as well, which I think is so fantastic, especially for the people who just want to use Shakeology and add that into their daily nutrition. So instead of somebody using up, say, 9 days worth of their Shakeology, doing a Shakeology 3-day cleanse that we've known and loved to date, if they choose the challenge pack that includes the month's supply of Shakeology and the 3-day refresh, they're not doing that, and then their auto ship's just going to continue on. So they're going to have enough product, for that month's supply. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. You can see more about the 3-day refresh in the online office and in your shop section as well. Super fantastic. One of our local coaches, Trisha Cook, actually started hers today. She took pictures, she took before measurements and weight, and she's going to have those results for us too that we can share on Super Saturday and on our team page. So excited for her. Now, those promotions that I just mentioned, we don't have to wait for July for those. Those are available now. Okay, and they're also going to be available as well during the whole entire month of July, which sets everybody up immensely, fantastically for Team Cup. Okay. Now, don't forget about the June Challenge Pack promotions of the Shanti Dance Party Pack. That's $140, normally $160, and also the Insanity Challenge Pack promotion that's normally $205, and it's $45 off, only $160 for the Insanity Challenge Pack. You're basically, if somebody were to buy the Insanity program only from you, for $10 more, they're getting a whole entire month's supply of Shakeology. It's the craziest thing I've ever heard. So anyway, so let's see. Team Cup. Let's go over to there. Wait, forget it. Don't. I'm going to go in order. Sorry, guys. I'm a little out of sorts. I'm a little tired, too. Okay. You guys know Summit is headed to Nashville next year because we've been super vocal about that. And right now it's currently sold out. Over 15,000 people were interested in going to Summit next year. So that's currently sold out, but there is a wait list. And don't worry or fear you're not going to get in. Get your name on the wait list because more than likely there were some people who probably purchased a ticket for a spouse and maybe they're not going to be able to go or something like that. So there will be people that do need to cancel and spaces will open up. So don't worry and get your name on that wait list, okay? All right. I don't know if you guys heard about Tony Horton's new program that's coming out in the fall, but it was announced at Summit. It's called P90. And what that is basically the program for people that haven't worked out in forever, maybe never worked out, and like the idea of the P90X programs, P90X3, but are kind of afraid of it or want that baby step. This is going to be that baby step, and it's more up to date in terms of how, with the science behind working our muscles, than the regular Power 90 is. So there's a little bit of a difference. That's not coming out till the fall, but that's something that, if you do have people that are wanting to do something but are intimidated by some of the other programs, this is going to be a great step for all ages, people of all ages. So check your online office for the information as well. He did a couple of the moves at the Super Workout as well. So that's something you guys, your clients are going to really be able to utilize. It's going to be really, really helpful for them. Okay, Super Saturday. You guys, events are where it's at with Beachbody. When you go to events, you're around people that are like-minded. The energy is fantastic, and you learn some new things. You connect with people that you wouldn't have connected with possibly any other way. So even if you're not hosting one, don't worry about that. Get to one that's in your area. Take a look in your online office and look, under your state and see if there's one that's in or near or around you, okay? Get there. Help your clients get to ones in their area if they're interested. Help your coaches get to one in their area. And what's nice is, most likely, because Team on Fire is so big, that if you have a coach that say is going to go to the one in Maryland, Jennifer O'Keefe has one in Maryland, we can message Jennifer and find out, hey, there's some coaches that this person can meet up with and talk to ahead of time, so that there's somebody there that they know they're going to look for a familiar face, so that they're not going alone. So let's connect them with other coaches that are already going to these events that are near their area so that they feel more comfortable. Such a great thing to do as a leader for them. So, and also, if you want your coaches to attend events, you attending events is leading by example, and that's going to be fantastic. You don't have to run one or host one, but attending them, is going to help everybody, on your team do what you do. All right, so let me talk a little bit. Wait, does anybody have any questions about what I've mentioned so far?
No questions.
Okay, cool. Let me talk a little bit about the Diamond Accountability Group and why we want to do it. There was a lot of trainings that we could take part in at Summit, and you kind of had to pick and choose. And how I always advise people to pick and choose is based on where they feel led to, because everybody's in a different place in their business, and I love that the trainings that are offered for beginning to advanced coach. So, beginner coaches were choosing, certain trainings that were just resonating with them, and then advanced coaches were picking ones that resonated with them. I happened to go to one that was by Brigitte Linford, and she was on a national coach call a couple weeks ago as well. And ever since then, I've been following her and just kind of watching, some things that she does. And one thing that I really liked that she did, because I think sometimes we can overcomplicate things, and just somebody bringing us back to simple is such, for me, it was such a great takeaway, and I was taking a ton of notes, flipping pages, taking notes. But for this, we already have a Diamond Leader group that already exists. And originally that was for people that were really close to Diamond or were already Diamond. And that was a place for them to ask questions that they might not have wanted to ask on the regular team page, or maybe not felt comfortable, asking in front of their team of coaches as they're trying to grow, their leadership knowledge, and as they're trying to just grow, as a person, in business and stuff like that. What she does with her team, and I think is really great, is they have a group for people that are Diamond and that want to be Diamond. It's the same group, and all they're doing in there is it's accountability for the 3 vital behaviors. So the expectation is every single day, including myself, and Brigitte does this in her group too, she also does what everybody else would be expected to do in the group. And basically you're commenting on the 3 vital behaviors. How many people did you invite that day? And if it was 2, great. If it was 4, great. If it was 1, still post it. If it was 0, post it, because that's giving you accountability. That's where we can figure out with, hey, we saw that you invited 0. Is there something going on? Are you feeling stuck? So we can help you move forward instead of kind of, I hate to say hide in shame, but I want to put it out there because sometimes people feel shameful if they don't complete something, and then sometimes pull back. And it's not going to be a group where, we want you to post on what you're doing and be accountable for that. So you're going to share with us what you want to do, what your daily goal is every week, and then you're going to share, what happened that week. Whether or not you hit your goal or whether or not you didn't, you're still going to share that, because if you didn't, let's talk about it, and if you did, let's celebrate it, okay? So it's a place for you to be so that you can continue to focus on you and your business, because it's so easy for people as Diamonds to start managing versus continuing to do the simple steps that help move you forward. So if you keep doing the 3 vital behaviors, you don't have to worry about losing your rank, because you're still doing things with consistency like it took you to get to that, leadership position. And we, as leaders, want to make sure that you don't make some of the mistakes that we've made periodically, which is become more involved in the management of our team, instead of continuing to focus on the 3 vital behaviors. So you, in the group, on a daily basis, each person that's in there would notate how many people they invited that day, just a number. You don't have to give names, you don't have to give circumstances. Also, you're going to share a little bit about what was your main takeaway from the personal development that you did, and what did you do that day to be product of the product. So so far I've talked to a few people that have said since Summit, hey, this is my goal. By next year I want to be Diamond and at my goal weight. So because I was talking to those people already, I let them know that we were going to be starting this group and would they be interested. And so far, feedback has been really good because accountability, I think, is a lot of times what people are looking for because working from home is easy to do, easy not to do. I will say that, say that, say that. You guys will hear me say that all the time because it really, really is. So that's going to be, we're going to actually add people that want to be added to that, to our existing leader group that we already have instead of making a new one. So this is for people that desire diamond and also who are already are diamond, so that we're just doing the same things because you're not going to do anything different as a diamond. Nothing changes when you become a diamond. I think sometimes a lot of people think that, but we're still doing the same simple things every single day. Anybody have any questions about that diamond accountability group? Cool. Okay. And if you want to be a participant in that, just simply post on our team page, I want to be part of the Diamond Accountability Group. And we will add you, and we will get started as soon as tomorrow. It's going to be rolling admission. If you have coaches that want accountability and desire diamond, or are diamond, they can be in it as well. It's just a very simple group. A daily post every single day. Whoever starts it, and then everybody else will just comment on that post. So you're not waiting for any particular leader to say, okay, post today. Okay, post today. Whoever happens to be first that day and says, okay, I did my power hour, and my 3 vital behaviors were I invited this many people. This was my main takeaway from the personal development that I'm listening to or reading, and this is what I did today to be a product of the product. That's it. Okay, so Team Cup, Team Cup, Team Cup. I love this because not only is it helpful with accountability and creating consistency and continuing consistency in your business, but we get free prizes from our company for the job that we're already doing anyway. Also, you bond a little bit more with the people that you're working with, your group of 5. What I would encourage you to do is if you've already been on a Team Cup team with me or any other leaders on our team or any team period, I really encourage you to be a captain on a Team Cup team this time. And the reason why I think it's so easy to do is because Beachbody, if you don't know this, if you've never been a captain before, Beachbody makes it really easy to be a captain and gives you weekly things to share with your team. You don't even have to make anything up. You're just sharing with the team what Beachbody's telling you to do that week as a leader, so that those who have never tried, to be a Team Cup leader before, it's easy for you to do that, copy paste, or they're giving you talking points and things to share with your group. So it's totally not scary. What you want to do is come up, you develop, since you're the team captain, you come up with the day and time of how you guys want to connect. Do you want to do a Google Hangout? Do you guys like telephone? Doing a weekly call is really important. It doesn't have to be long. It can be 10 minutes. But sometimes that touching base is really helpful verbally, especially when everything's done, over typing. So you guys can decide as a Team Cup team how you want to communicate and what best works for you. What works for one group might not work for another. You have until July 30th to register. If you are going to be leading a team, go ahead. If you want to ask your team of coaches first, absolutely. I think it's so great to use Team Cup as a way of helping our own coaches learn and become a little bit more confident with what we're doing. So it's not about, to me, it's not about winning. If the winning happens, okay, great. That's always sweet. But it's more about the learning for people that want to learn. So you can post out there that you are leading a group and that you're looking for 4 people, and whatever you want to share about what you're looking for. If you're looking for 4 people that are willing to be consistent every single day and be present, whatever you value in your members, ask for that and you will receive. And if there's not enough people on our team looking to be part of a cup team still, Team on Fire is a great place to look, or you may have accountability partners from other teams. It's okay, to hook up and do the Team Cup together. Anybody have any questions about Team Cup? Okay, thank you, Shanna. I like that, your little feedback. Okay, now I want to talk a little bit about integrity. I've had some messages, from coaches in terms of, hey, I've got this person who wants to know if they can order a product from me, but I know they already have a coach that's on our team. What do I do? And it can feel really weird at first when that first happens and have us go, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. But the integrity on our team is really, really simple. Say, for instance, you are a coach and you sign a coach and you happen to have a couple of their friends purchasing from you. Most likely, if they're closer friends than they are with you, they're going to want to order from them, and that's totally kosher for them to change. Switch coaches to that person. Or if they have family members that are current clients with you and you end up signing up their family member as a coach, it's just normal that they're going to want to switch over to them, and that's totally cool. But I think where sometimes it can feel icky is, say if you're doing a challenge group with somebody, or say if you're doing, a fit club with somebody, or some kind of together project, sometimes you might have someone say, hey, I wanted to order such and such a program, and I know you're doing it, so can I get it from you instead of my coach so-and-so? And it can make you kind of feel on the spot and not sure what to say or do, and it's real simple. Even though that you might be doing the same program that they're looking for, there's really no reason for them to switch to you because their coach can help them and support them the same exact way. So it's real easy to share with that person, say, you know what, thank you so much for that compliment. That makes me feel so good, that you really value the fact that I'm doing that program. But I want you to know that the integrity on our team is so amazing, and, I want to value that you have that relationship, right now with XYZ coach, and that's exactly who you should purchase from. And of course, I'm here anytime if you have any questions, but your coach too can also share, as well. It's not that we all have to be doing the same program. So if you guys ever kind of feel on the spot, or you kind of feel like you're not really sure what to do with something like that, ask your coach, ask somebody on the team, because when it first happens, it feels kind of weird, and nobody likes like weirdness, uncomfortableness, and sometimes you might not know what to do. It's okay to talk it out, with another coach. So, but like I said, I love the integrity on our team, and it makes total sense, if somebody is friends, family members, with one of your new coaches. But if say you're doing a together fit club or something, and somebody wants to switch to somebody else there, just explaining to them that, I think, it's so great. I'm happy for you that, you are, considering me for that. However, because she's your coach or he's your coach, you definitely order from them, and we still work together as a team, but we honor the integrity, of what we're doing. So. Does that help you guys? And it's not necessarily that, you guys that are on, but I just want to put that out there because I know I had some questions. And as we grow locally as well, there's plenty of people to help. But sometimes situations like that come up, and it can make people feel a little weird, a little awkward, and not sure what to say, or maybe feel on the spot, from the other person. So. If anybody has any questions ever, you can post on the team page. You can private message anybody, and we'll help you kind of work through that. So, anybody have any questions about anything we talked about, or anybody have anything that you need to share, want to ask?
I have a question, Carrie. It's Mitzi.
Mm-hmm.
What you just said about the awkwardness of someone, wanting to be part of another team?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had that situation. A client of mine was in 21 Day Fix, and she tried to add her friend, and I guess they couldn't understand the language I was using, saying I wanted to respect her coach. I asked her if she were getting her needs met, and she said yes, but she can always do more support. Now, I wish I would have actually used the word integrity, because now listening to you say that, I think I may have come off as kind of greedy, because after going through the whole verbiage of, well, I want to respect your coach, and it's just for my clients. Is she meeting your needs? Yes, of course she is, but I could always use more support. I said, well, I would be more than happy to mentor you, but for our group, I only mentor my challengers. And then I haven't heard anything back from her. And then my client, who I speak with outside of the 21 Day Fix group, she's kind of pulled back a little bit. So now I feel weird, and I don't know if I should reach out to either.
I think it's always good if you feel weird to reach out and just say, and talk about the elephant, in the room. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And just say, hey, I wanted to reach out to you because I kind of feel like you pulled back a little bit, and I want to make sure that we're okay. Are we okay? And you can ask that, especially if the one that you feel kind of pulled back. But the other one might not understand or might not care and is just trying to have as much support as she can, and not and already knows that she's connected to somebody else, because we kind of have an idea that she's already in somebody else's challenge group, right?
Yeah, because I asked her. My initial question was, well, not my initial question, but one of my first questions were, do you have a coach? And she said, yes, of course, my friend Amy. And I said, oh, well, that's great. Are you in a group? And if so, is she meeting your needs? And she said, oh, it's great. And what she explained is what we do. We talk, we give daily encouragement, we're accountable. And I said, oh, that's wonderful. And so she said, but I could always use more, LOL. And I
Right.
said, well, that's really good that she's meeting your needs, and that's fabulous. I said, because all of us coaches, we have those kinds of groups, and our group is the same. But in our group, because again, I kept throwing out respecting her coach. It's just for my challengers. But if you would like to be part of my group, you're more than happy to switch as to have me as your coach. And now I feel weird. Maybe it's not weird, but now I feel weird because she never responded to that, and my challengers kind of pulled back a little bit.
Okay. And I think that you did. I remember we kind of worked through this together too. I think you did everything professionally. You did everything right. And maybe they're pulling back because they're just more involved. She's more involved in the group with her current coach, and maybe life just got busy for your friend. You know what I mean? It could be very, very simple, and it could have absolutely nothing to do with the fact that um, only our clients are in that group. And I've had to explain that to several people too. And some people say, oh, yeah, I have a coach, and they tell me who their coach is. And it's nobody on our team, but it's somebody local that I know of. And I'll say, oh, you know what, great. Definitely connect with your coach, because he or she is probably has a group going as well. And we want to make sure to honor that, because this specific group is for our clients only. And otherwise, it would be huge, like those other 21-day fix groups that have like 3,000 people in them, and they lose control of them. I want this to just be something for the people that we're working with, so that we can kind of keep it an environment that they value as well. Does that make sense?
That makes total sense. Thank you, Carrie.
Sure, you're welcome. So this specific summit, you guys, I just have to share with you a couple cool things that happened. To me personally, I know last year I made some goals at last year's summit, and they scared the you-know-whats out of me. Really felt unattainable, impossible all at the same time. So I just decided to go to work and pretend it was possible, even on the days that I didn't believe in me and that it was. And it floors me that I went from wanting and wishing I was on stage last year to being on stage 3 times this year. Blows my mind. Blows my mind.
Close the door.
One of them was for being 4-star, which is crazy. One of them was for financial fitness, and we were kind of just standing on the stage while they, did a couple other things. So we were up there for a while, and I've got some video and some pictures of that as well. But my favorite part, this is really cool, was the behind-the-scenes stuff that you see going on when you're backstage. Hey, Mitzi, can you mute yourself?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're totally fine. I know that you probably thought you were. Okay, the coolest part was when we were lining up for premiere and being recognized for that, hanging backstage, Shanti was like, oh, I don't know, 20 steps away, just hanging out, waiting for his turn, to go on stage. And I was the first person announced for premiere, which scared me and was exciting all at the same time. And I'm a person who loves to go second. I don't like to go first. And so that was a big stretch for me. And then, of course, thinking I was going to fall on my face when I walk out of the behind the scenes or behind stage curtain. But how cool was it that Carl Deichler just comes over and he's hanging out because we're in the front of the line, just chit-chatting, telling us a story about, what he used to wear to work, and he was all dressed in a suit. So we go up the stairs, and we're behind the stage, and we were on our side of the stage, and him, Michael, and Jeff were standing right in front of me, like I could poke them, because they were going to go out, and then I was going to go out after them. Carl turns around, and he says, how's my tie? Does it look okay? And the girl behind me says, oh, yeah, it looks great. I said, wait a minute, because it was diagonal. And I adjusted it, fixed his jacket, and he goes, thank you. I'm like, oh, my God. It was the coolest thing. Probably a little weird that I was, internally freaking out, but such a neat experience, and it was so fun. So if you guys have thoughts and dreams, even if you think that they're really, really big or unattainable, go for them anyway. Go for them anyway. I mean, my goal was to be 5-star and elite. I didn't hit it, but I got so much further than I would have if I didn't make that goal. And only 36 of us out of 150,000 coaches made Premier, coaches last year. It was a really new thing, kind of like a baby step to elite. But I was shocked, that more people didn't make it. And I have to share with you too that when we did the Team on Fire training, I have never, as I'm sitting there, I wasn't nervous. Danielle and I were completely last in the whole day of Team on Fire training, but I wasn't nervous. I didn't have any notes except for the bullet points on the PowerPoint that we had given. And when we got up there, the experience that I had was we knew to prepare for 10 minutes. So we were perfect. We were right at 10 minutes. So we get up there to speak, and the timer says 15. And inside I'm like, oh, I don't know. So, of course, I feel like sometimes I have the gift of gab. So in it was almost like, okay, let's take a look at this. What can you do? How can you share? But I went up there with no stinking notes. I went up there with just sharing, with everything that I knew to share, based on what I do. And it is the craziest thing to think of how far I've come from the time that I very first did my very first team call where I wrote everything out verbatim, word for word, and read from it. Because I was so scared I was going to miss a word. And then here I'm on stage doing a training for a couple hundred people and have absolutely no notes except for bullet points on a slide. Crazy. You guys will not recognize yourselves in a year if you just do little things that scare you every single day. Not lying. Not lying. It was super exciting. I can't believe that I wasn't scared. The most scared I was because I had to go first outside on the stage when they announced Premiere. I really wanted to be second. Really, really, really wanted to be second. But that was that. You had to be uncomfortable, to grow a little bit. So I was able to do that there too. Now I've got some crazy goals for next year, but I'm not sharing those yet. I'm going to do a blog post about that. So, but whatever it is that you guys have, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to dream big. Okay? Do you guys have any questions or want to talk about anything from the last week? I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever just because we didn't have a call last week because we were packing.
No questions.
I just wanted to say I was pumped for Summit. I registered. I'm glad I did glad I registered when I did because now it's sold out. So. Where'd my volume go?
Shanna, I can hear you.
Mitzi muted me.
I did? I'm sorry.
She keeps muting me. She's giving me a hint, and I'm not taking it.
Oh, my God. I totally need to learn how to work this on my cell phone.
Not the first time she muted me tonight. I'm taking the hint, Mitzi. Thank you. No. I knew it would sell out, but I had no idea it would sell out before Sunday evening. I couldn't believe it. So I'm glad you got a ticket for sure. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind.
Well, I was a little leery. I wasn't sure. I'm like, I said to my husband, I'm like, nope, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going, this was a bad week financially to pay for it, but I'm glad I did.
Yep.
So.
Yep. And what it can do, too, is a lot of times when people commit to that, they start to make goals, and then they start to take action on those goals and do things that they wouldn't have done if they didn't sign up. And then between now and then, you shock yourself what you're able to do with little tiny things. And that's where I think the Diamond Group is going to help everybody who's struggling with the consistency and struggling with accountability because life gets in the way. Do you know what I'm saying? Everybody's busy. Shanna, you're freaking busy. You're busy in your own way. Mitzi's busy in her own way. I'm busy in my own way. Like, we all have stuff and we all have busyness. But I think together, myself included, we're writing down every single day and being accountable to the three vital behaviors, everything is going to help you move forward. All of those three things are going to help you move forward, and those are the behaviors of a successful coach. That's what we want to keep doing, regardless of what rank we become or reach. So, and I think together, us doing that, we're going to help each other where we all feel stuck every once in a while, and help each other move on and be better than we were from one week to the next. We're going to stumble. We're going to stumble together. We're going to stumble, differently, from each other. But I think us having that accountability together and being able to say, you know what, I really struggled this week with inviting, and I think it's because, whatever it is, and then you share with the group what you want to be accountable for the next week, and it's really just going to be the three vital behaviors, but maybe you talk a little bit about what held you back, and then we can help you move forward. Wherever anybody, it's going to be a really big group effort in helping build each other up and helping each other move on to where everybody wants to be. So there's going to be all the trainings that were offered at Summit, you guys, are going to be in the online office. They were recorded. There's an amazing one on all of them are good. Every single one of them are good. So once they're up, if you guys are wanting to do one of those, I would suggest maybe watching one a week. If that works for you, one every other week. Start working through them as your personal development. If you're doing 10 minutes a day, listen to 10 minutes of the training, pick up the next day, and do 10 minutes more. So that could be your personal development that you do a little bit at a time every single day, so you don't feel like you have to watch an hour training all at once every single day. Just personal development is only 10 pages or 10 minutes a day of some kind of audio or webinar. So those were all fantastic. All fantastic, the ones I went to. Can't get to them all at Summit, but they're all going to be there in the online office. So you guys are going to get the information from the leaders that they provided.
Awesome.
Okay. You're welcome. Any questions, you guys? Are you guys totally good? You're good this week?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. You guys all going to Super Saturday?
I plan to, yep.
Perfect. Okay. I think that's it. It's 9:39. We went over a little bit. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. And we are going to be back on again Monday at 9 o'clock of next week. If you can get on, awesome. Not sure of the topic yet, but I'll know it by next week.
Have a good night.
Thanks, you too. If you want to add it to that Diamond group, post it to the team page and we'll throw you in there. Well, not throw you. We will gently add you in there.
Okay.
Night, guys.
Night-night.